Hey there, YouTube. This is the third year in a row, or actually, I'm not sure if it's the third year in a row or not. I think it is. I've done this quite a bit longer, maybe 4 or 5 years, but I'm not quite sure when I began this. This is my annual Christmas train layout that I have in my attic room. I call it Trains in the Attic, because let's face it, I'm in the attic. This is actually the attic room, we call it, because there's the real attic right there. No, you've seen my videos where I've gone up here and, shown you stuff out there. But I don't really have that much up there. But anyways, this is like a little storage area where I have like my smoke alarm collection on the wall. For those of you who watch my smoke alarm videos. But basically, I don't have a basement where I can make a big, really huge layout. So what I do, I put a nice little attic room layout, and I forgot to turn something on over here, so let me just go ahead and turn this on. Go get it. Okay. Whoa. Okay. I knew that was going to happen. Whatever. Hang on a second. So I'm going to go over all the features that are on this year's train layout, and hopefully I'll be able to show you some of the things without falling and killing myself, as you just saw me do, attempting to reach that plug, which, even though I knew I couldn't. But anyways, I will try my best, and I'm going to have to fix that later. Okay, maybe not. Okay, there. Anyways, making a mess over here. So, just pick up some of the stuff that I just knocked over where I was trampling around the thing like a crazy person. Anyways, so this year, pretty much the same, a little bit different. First thing I'm going to go over is the trains, the actual trains themselves. So on the very outside loop, I have the K-Line Pennsylvania interurban cars. And you can see them parked right over here by the station. There's the engine there, and then there's the car back there. And I had some problems with the car losing connection on the track, but I don't really mind. And of course, my grandpa gave me this. Now, you also may notice I am using a different camera, because my phone currently isn't working, the camera on my phone. And my other camera, my HD camera, I hate the sound quality. I like the camera quality, but I hate the sound quality on that thing, so I'm trying a different camera. This is my Nikon camera. This thing can't really hold a good battery charge, so I'm hoping it'll last the full time. But yeah, so my grandpa gave me that set. The next train on the middle loop, I have my Lionel Western Maryland train set. This is the 4th edition in the Fallen Flag series. It was made in 1989, and it was the Fallen Flag series, which remembers it's dedicated to railroads of the past which have gone out of business or merged. And the Western Maryland, of course, is the 4th train set that was in the series, and it's one of my favorite sets that I own. I really like it. And the set is headed up by a NW2 diesel switcher with a working mechanical bell inside. On the very inside loop, as usual, once again, I have the MTH Rail King McDonald's ready-to-run set with an F40PH diesel locomotive with loco sound, the original loco sound, the horn and the bell and everything, digital sounds. Yeah, it's a 4-car train set, so I think it fits really well in the little loop I've got there. So, yeah. And each train has working lights on both front and back cars, be it the caboose or the car, whichever one it is. I made sure of that. Yeah. So now I'm going to go into detail on some of the lighted features which the village has. Of course, you can see lampposts are all over the place, and I will go over that. We have a lighted coal station back here, which goes, the Western Maryland set passes under. Rail Line Coal Company. It's says on the side, and that's lighted up. I also have this year, I put these billboards out every year. My aunt gave them to me, these little billboards, but this year I actually put little lights on them. So it's pretty interesting, something a little bit different. It really adds a little bit of realism. Of course, once again, I have the white snow mat, the same snow mat I've used this whole time. I really should get a new one because you can see it's not that big, and it also is torn in some spots. So, but you know, it works for this space. I do have in the very center of the village, I have a lighted Christmas tree. It doesn't have a star on top, but you know, just have to live with it. And it's got little LED lights on it. I'll turn the main light off so you can see it. So it's very nice. It has pretty good lighting quality in the dark. And there's the Christmas tree lit up and everything. So now I'm going to go over some of the places in the village. This is the main village in the center here. We've got the grocery store, the pet shop, the library, the country store, and then on the other side is the garden center. The garden center on the other side. And then I've got a clock tower on top here made out of big Legos. I've got a little archway right there and a lamppost back there, a lamppost next to the pet shop, that's the library. Lamppost back here near the parking lot for the country store / garden center. And a lamppost there next to the railroad cross, and a lamppost right here in the farm. And of course this side of town is the farm, which features all sorts of different animals, and some lampposts on the fence there. By the trough, got all sorts of different animals. Got a cow, a sheepdog, another little dog, some big Lego horses, 2 horses. There's a donkey right there, which is missing a leg, but I stood him up by the fence. Tractor, wheelbarrow, barn, Lego cowboy, pig. So, and then I've got an archway here and an archway there. Hedges, snow-dusted hedges all over. Fence right there. So yeah, and then of course this brown fence, which looks more like farm fence. Like a little logging area here with a sign pointed to it with logs on it. I'm gonna try to get a good view of it. This camera, I haven't really played with this camera in a while, so I don't know how to make it go into macro mode. You can sort of see it's logs that way, and there's a pile of logs right there. So it kind of fits. And then I've got reindeer all over the place. I got a reindeer there. Reindeer here, the reindeer over there, and there between the tracks. There's a reindeer sitting down right there next to the Christmas tree. I've got a wolf right here. My mom thought it was a goat, but that's clearly a wolf. So I'm kind of looking at the farm. And then I've got bushes all over the place. I got little snow-covered bushes everywhere. Christmas tree in the center of town, which I just mentioned. Tree right there. I also have, on the outskirts of town, I have a couple more things. I've got a gas station right here. And a little sign that says, no smoking, refueling area. Right there. You can kind of see it. How well you can see it, but I have, once again, I don't know how this camera works, how to focus this camera, so whatever. But yeah, sign that says no smoking in the viewing area. I've got an ice cream shop right here, and a phone booth right there. Snow-covered pine tree there. And then here I've got the city airport with the helicopter on top, which is missing its propeller. It's been missing its propeller for years. An airplane, which of course obviously is probably not supposed to be there. If this were a real village, that would be probably against the code. Another grocery store right there, which is a little bit bigger, and a toy store. And I got the train station. There's the big train station box right there, and then there's a platform which I got from another smaller set, which I think I probably mentioned. That was a little like battery powered set thing, but I got that from some car stuff. So. And I actually put one of these same lights underneath the green roof of the train station. I don't know how you can see, but there is a light in there, so when I turn the Pennsylvania Interurban on, you'll see the light come on. I've got a firehouse over there with a red little old vintage fire car coming out, and there's fire truck coming out there. Yeah. I got the big Lego bridge going over the first two loops. Got, Bob the Builder scenes, characters from Bob the Builder. I've had these for quite a while, so I thought, why not make a little fun little thing. I've got a group of kids building a snowman by the Christmas tree, and what I'm guessing to be their mother waving at them, and they're waving at her. So these are like little ceramic figures that you can buy. And yeah, then I've got the railroad cross right here. This is the old Marks railroad cross, which does not work anymore. I think the coil in it is shot. I haven't been able to get it to work for years, so something obviously wrong with it, but that's okay. It's just a nice decoration. And then something new. This is the newer Marks crossing gate, and this year I made it automatic. I've got a little pressure switch right here on the Western Maryland line, which when the train goes by, the weight of the train pushes that down, pushes the switch down, makes a contact, and turns on the crossing gate. So it's like automatic. So pretty neat, something new I did. And then of course I got little stop signals all over the place. I thought I had another one of these stop signals, but I don't. I couldn't find it. I got cars all over the place. I got some older cars and some newer cars. Ferrari right there. Couple of cars back there. Oops. There's a nice old car right there. There's a really neat car right there. And there's a red car with a green bow on the side, which I think looks really nice to me. Yeah. And I've got one more lamppost over there right by the table to lock off the sound set. I don't know if you can see it or not. There it is. So, I've got telephone poles all over the place, like here. There's the big telephone pole, the biggest one I have. There. I've got a little bridge there. So, I've got quite a few things here this year. So now let's turn the trains on. Now, for a while, I did not have the Pennsylvania K-Line Interurban set. I just finished the village yesterday, and I've been doing up some finishing touches today. I do not remember what happened to my twinkling tree that I used to have. I had it back there, I think, last year. I could not find it, and if I do find it, I will put it there, but I think it might be in the box for the Christmas tree village, and the Christmas tree thing. So I'll check that out when I get the rest of the stuff out of the crawl space. But anyway, but I did have, before I got the Pennsylvania set in the village out of the crawl space, I had the new Bright Holiday Express up here, rounding the Christmas tree, or not rounding around the other two. But then I took it down because it's going around the Christmas tree, and I'm also taking it to my church's annual breakfast with Santa Claus thing that we're having set up around the tree we have there. I volunteered to do that, but anyway, so then I got this out, and I put everything out yesterday, and I was just doing some finishing touches today. And just like gluing the lampposts down and everything. So I think it turned out really nice. So now, let's go ahead and start up the trains. I will start with the McDonald's set. And we've got the remote here. Blow the horn for you. And ring the bell. And turn it up. Now turn on the Western Maryland set. That's attached to the Lionel Trainmaster transformer. I'll just start that up. Going to get started at crossing gate here. Now do the interurban. Hang on a second, this one's going the wrong direction. There. There. Okay. So now I'm going to turn out the light. Make the village in the dark. Turn the lights back on. I'm going to turn the lights back off now, show you the whole layout in the dark. Okay, now I'm going to turn off the trains one by one, starting with the Pennsylvania. Early Western Maryland. I'm going to power that one down. There. And finally the McDonald's. It makes its way over there. I don't want it to be right in the middle of the crosswalk, the crossing gate. That sound that it makes as it's switching from the fast speed to slow speed, that noise. And then there you go. So a couple of modifications I had to make from this year's to last year's. I couldn't find any more of those fences. I thought I had some more, but I guess I didn't. I could not find any more of those, so I used the other, the hedge. Another thing, the crosswalk, these two tracks were spaced farther apart than they were last year, so I had to extend this middle platform a little bit more. And once again, I told you already that I couldn't find the other one of those light things. There it is on the other side, you can see. Also, another thing was that I had some trouble getting the lampposts to all work because I left them in the snow mat from last year, so I had. This year I did not attach them to the tracks. Last year I did that. I wired them all in series and plugged them in to an outlet, and I could not figure out how they went in, or which way was the front and which way was the back, but then I eventually found it, and of course, so yeah. But yeah, that's basically all I had to do. So, there you go. That is the 2015 Trains in the Attic Christmas train layout. Thank you for watching, and when I get to the Christmas tree village, I will hopefully get to that soon. And when I am finally done all the repairs on the New Bright Holiday Express, on the Candy Dancer mostly, you've probably seen it hanging out up there. Had another plug failure in it, but that's for a different video for a different day. So, thank you for watching, and have a nice day. And Merry Early Christmas. Happy Thanksgiving.